Recovery day today, getting some blood moving and the body ready for the open tomorrow. You're going to start with a 30-minute walk. You probably should know how to do that one. And then you're going to do 20 minutes of mobility and stretching. We're going to start with 5 minutes on the back of the legs. So we're going to go with calves and hamstrings. Probably pick a movement for each and spend about 90 seconds to 2 minutes either side on this. So calves, fairly simple. You could raise your toe on an object and lean forward with a straight leg. You could push your knee forward, play around, something to get a nice stretch in the calf. If you don't have an object like that, you could do it on the floor, where we come forward onto our leg and we bring our knee as far forward with our chest on our knee whilst keeping our heel on the floor. And then for hamstring, we keep it nice and simple. And we go into a typical hamstring stretch. You could play around with a slightly bent leg, keeping it completely straight, playing around with the toe position, just kind of experiment with that. Next one, what's next, Jack?
Hip flexors, quads.
Hip flexors and quads. So the two I recommend for this one is going to be your couch stretch. So you can put your back foot onto the sofa, and then from here, nice and tall, squeezing your glutes and getting that hip flexor stretch into your quad and hip flexor, obviously. And then our quad stretch, we could pop ourselves onto the floor. We could have our knee on top of our other foot, grab the outside of your foot and pull that back behind you, and again squeeze your glutes, and you should be getting a nice stretch through your quad here. So you've got another 5 minutes to get those two in to either side.
Shoulders, wrists.
Wrists and shoulders. So wrists, probably want to be quite gentle with the wrists, and I wouldn't go for too long of a duration. I'd probably go palms facing away and just gently sitting back and getting a bit of a stretch. Maybe 2 or 3 sets of 30 seconds. I wouldn't spend too long in there because you might come out of it and realize you overstretched those a little bit. And then shoulders, lying on the floor, 90 degrees at your shoulder and your elbow. And then we could we could stretch our chest out on the floor like so. So you're basically in this position here, and then as you lie into the floor, you're pulling your elbow behind you. In the video, you're playing bendels, really not distracting.
Bottom squat.
And then the last one, we're all now nice and supple now. We've done 15 minutes of stretching. You're gonna sit in the bottom of your squat for aiming for 5 minutes, sitting down here in the bottom. You could push your knees out. And then we're going to do box breathing through our nose for this duration as well. So mouth is shut, and it's going to be 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold, 5-second exhale, and again 5-second hold with all the air let out the body. So it'll take 20 seconds per breath. Now keep that ratio the same, but you could make it easier by going maybe 4-4-4 or 3-3-3 seconds. Or if you get into it and you get comfortable, you could extend it to say 7-7-7 seconds, so it takes even longer per breath, and make sure that is through your nose. And after that, you should feel pretty relaxed and limber, ready for the open.